TikToker, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Finally, we are talking about someone that is not Trisha Paytas, Ethan Klein, Ela, who I love, Moses, Trisha's sister, or anyone in the H3 universe. Regardless of, you know, I love the H3, but I'm so glad to be talking about someone else. And the person in question is Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star is done. He is done. He is done with LA, he is done with cancel culture, he is done with the beauty world, he is done with his mansion house that he, you know, a couple of years ago did a full vlog that he was saying that this was the moment in his career, this was his peak, this is what he was working towards. It was him and Shane doing the big house tour. This was the moment he was working like his entire life to get, and he now doesn't want that. He doesn't want any of the materialistic things, and he has uploaded a video in which he gets quite emotional, and I have mixed feelings about it, and people have mixed feelings about it, and I'm gonna get into them. And I'm not gonna hold back with my feelings in this video on what I actually think about this video, because I'm scared of what people are like gonna, you know, I have opinions about Jeffree in this video that I don't want people to take it being like, oh my god, Adam's being like really nice to Jeffree, whatever like this, because I think he's being genuine in this video, to a degree. Now, with everything that comes Jeffree Star, there's a little bit of manipulation and, you know, deceitfulness, but that's to be expected. But for the most part, I actually sympathize with him. And I'm gonna get into it. And if you don't agree with me, you whatever, just hear what I have to say. Again, I don't have to persuade you. I'm not here to do that. I'm just talking about my opinion on something that happened. So he uploaded this YouTube video after doing a bunch of Instagram stories, the drama of it all, basically saying that he was uploading like the hardest video of his life. It was a really dramatic lead up to this video. He was super nervous, super scared. He just needs to get this out there. And a lot of people thought it was him leaving the beauty world. I personally did, because he previously went on an interview. Oh, I'll actually show you that. He was asked about his relationship with the beauty world and James Charles. And he had a few things to say in which he was saying, you know, he can't believe he engaged in drama. And this bullshit that he reads every single year like a script whenever he gets, you know, cancelled and really badly cancelled and gets involved in drama. Then he's like, I just don't know who that person wants. I don't know who that person wants. Just so negative. So he was interviewed, and we're gonna hear what he had to say about James and the beauty world. Then we're gonna get to the meat of this video, which is him basically just being done and hearing what he has to say. But this is interesting to show you first.
Well, another person that you have a relationship with in the past was James Charles, which you have been honest about with your opinion, calling him a danger to society. Does that opinion still stand, and where is your relationship now?
Honestly, we don't have a relationship. I think since all that, a lot of that drama happened, we really never spoke since, so I haven't seen him. And I just don't really know what's going on. I know that's kind of crazy, but I just kind of keep to myself, and I don't really mingle in the beauty world anymore. So
dramatic.
Yeah. Do you find that that's good for your mental health and well-being?
Absolutely. I think it's totally okay to admit that.
Okay, but what about the people that you berated their mental health in the beauty space, Jeffree? What about the people you ruined their lives? Gotta keep this fair. Like, this man is not innocent.
Last year was very low, so now that I'm in a really good place, I just kind of stay away from anything negative that I was dealing with in the past or any old friends, yeah.
Definitely. Why do you think that that started? I feel like I've observed...
Okay, and we do not need to hear the rest of that, but just for a little bit of context. Okay, so Jeffree is selling his mansion. It is going up for $20 million. I actually have it here. Hidden Hills, 7 beds, 12 baths, 19,000 square foot, which I don't even know how like big that, like literally is a castle, and it is for $20 million. So this was the house that he was filming all these vlogs. That was his dream house. This is everything he's wanted, and obviously it wasn't. And a lot of people are taking him saying that he is selling this house and, you know, moving out of LA and doesn't want to be in the culture anymore. A lot of people are saying that, or speculating, may I say, he can't afford it anymore, he can't afford the mortgage, maybe he just really badly needs the money, and like really badly needs the money being $20 million. Like whenever I need the money, it's like £20. Let's not get into that. But I honestly, in my humble opinion, I don't think it has to do with Jeffree needing the money, honestly. I feel like Jeffree has a lot of money. He basically, which we're gonna see, gets into the fact that he longed for a life for his ego, wanting the biggest houses, wanting the biggest cars, and he sees how annoying that is to the general public because that's all he chased after and all he flexed for years. And it's like, he's now telling us this after doing it for years upon years and pissing us off with it. And it's like, Jesus, like, what are we supposed to do now? You've fucking done it all and you've pissed us off with it. But he's now saying that he only did that because he was, you know, trying to, like, hide his ego and, you know, trying to build himself up when he wasn't feeling good. And his main reason for selling the house was that he said that he's one singular person living in this huge mansion. And, oh, like, rich people, like, again, not rich people complaining about being rich, or fucking people in mansions complaining about whatever. But on a human level, I get it. I don't get the mansion part, but I get it, where he's saying that he is one person living in this mansion. We all know how big it is. Big area. Hidden hills, very secretive, very lucrative, very protected. He said he's one person living in that. He's had employees live with him. He's had, you know, whatever live with him, whether it's lovers, like part-time, whatever. He also goes into the fact, again, about Nate, who we all know was his boyfriend for a very long time. He said that he thinks he's never gonna love again, and that he thinks the only real love in his life is permanently gone, and he's now coming to terms with that. He's okay with that. He doesn't want to love again. And he just feels like he doesn't want to be in the scene anymore because his life is so different, because he's not chasing after love. He's content not being with anyone because he thinks that he's lost the one chance at love. This is what he's saying. And on a human level, I do feel sorry for someone who is saying that, regardless of who they are. Whenever he talks about Nate, I do think he's being genuine. I really do think that he very much so is still madly in love with Nate. And we know now that Nate is dating, I think, an OnlyFans model. Like, she's pretty well known in herself as well. And, you know, he's now with her and they seem happy and good for them. It seems like Jeffree's still pretty distraught over this. And I think a lot of Jeffree's mishaps in at least 2020 had to do with that breakup. Again, not justifying anything. And we all know I'm not a Jeffree Star fan. But it seems like after that breakup, he really lost everything. And he's basically saying that, why am I in this house whenever the only other people who are in it are here during the day, or whenever they live, they're living here momentary, and I'm the only person who's here, and it's just sad, and I have all this space, and not in a good way, that I feel lonely, I feel depressed, and it's just too much, and who needs this? And he makes the argument that this house shouldn't be for me, it should be for a family to enjoy because that's the size of it. And again, it's going to be for a family to enjoy whenever he gets $20 million. So I struggle to feel sorry on the money level and all like this. And, like, it's not a normal person's situation. But I sympathize with him more than I've ever done before. And I really don't sympathize with Jeffree Star ever. And I think he is being genuine in this video. Do I think he made this sympathy video for a little bit of public attention in a good way and sympathy? Absolutely. Absolutely. He's a businessman and he knows what he's doing. This video is at 1.6 million views and is on the YouTube trending page, and people are loving it, people are feeling bad for him, people are whatever, and again, it's working on me for some parts. I really am listening out to what he's saying, and he's smart. He knows what he's doing when he makes a video like this. We're gonna hear a little part of what he says. I have a little snippet here that I'm going to show you. If you haven't seen the video, or if you have, we'll watch it and then go through it. Also, I got really badly sunburnt yesterday. It's kind of turning to tan now. My arms are so itchy. Does anyone have some sort of like remedy that I can like fix? Oh my god, I'm like about to tear off my arms. Okay, let's hear what he has to say.
I had to face a lot of demons. I had to look in the mirror and really self-reflect. And being in this big house is so lonely. It really is. And it wasn't at first, but it's really lonely here. I'm just one person now. You know, my mom has lived with me. I've had friends, I've had family, I've had cousins, I've had employees stay with me. Obviously, this is like a hotel, basically. And
it's big enough to be.
It's just not for me anymore. It's time to move on. It's time to grow. And I don't think I can do it here. But I really want to go back to not letting myself heal, dealing with so much trauma. I'm going to use that word a lot today because I've had so much. And if you don't deal with your demons, they're going to haunt you and eat you alive. When my second dog, Daddy, passed away, I still have a really hard time talking about it. I miss the dogs a lot. Every day I think about them, and I thought I was okay last year, and I really wasn't. The only thing keeping me distracted was filming my series, putting out the
With
conspiracy
Shane.
palette with Shane, and those were life-changing moments. Those were some of the biggest moments of my career. It was such a high to be in the midst of full depression and heartbreak coming, and we're filming a series, and it was the only thing distracting me, I think, from really going down a place where I don't even want to think about it, but it was such a blessing to be able to have that distraction. And when the launch happened and the distraction was over, reality really hit me. I look back and I think that I was existing without slowing down. I was just there, and I'm such a workhorse, I have such a strong work ethic, and I just masked all my pain with work. I got back on the road. I was doing meet and greets every other week. I was traveling on an airplane every day, and I was running from my problems. I didn't address them.
Okay, here's the thing. Jeffree Star has done very awful things to the world. Very awful things to people. Has, whether we want to admit it or not, ruined people's lives. But what I'm seeing here, whether I'm being manipulated or not, I really don't care. I see a very hollow person. I see the manufactured LA person. The manufactured Paris Hilton influencer type. But if there's no disconnect. I honestly do believe that he is being truthful and authentic in this video. Mostly. Again, he's sitting down and being emotional on camera. There is an incentive to get sympathy with that. However, in what he is saying, I do believe it makes sense. He's in a huge property alone with himself all the time, regardless of the money, regardless of anything, whoever the person is, that gets to you. Losing animals, losing the love of your life revolving around success. I think this man lives a very sad life. And I mean that kind of as a diss and kind of as I feel really sorry for you. Well, that's a diss too, but like, I think he lives a really, really well-off life. Like, really well-off life. But personally, he's just a manufactured product. And he's now talking about finally going to therapy, and he should have done it years ago, and he can't believe he waited this long, and he's so grateful he started it, and this is what's making him realize, you know, he's in Wyoming now. He has a way smaller house, and people were shocked he had a way smaller house in Wyoming. And it's like, doesn't it make sense for this, like, 35-year-old man who's living alone with dogs to kind of have a smaller house with a bigger garden for the animals as opposed to, like, a mansion house? It makes more sense. Like, he can still do his business from there. He can whatever. You know, Jeffree isn't as popular as what he once was, so having the stress of a big house that you have to maintain and money and mortgages, that being gone as well, is probably really nice. He gets a $20 million check from this house. Like, this is going to be a great situation for him regardless. I really do feel like he is being genuine in this video. And this is coming from someone who has shit on Jeffree every single angle. I feel sorry for a person who is very clearly so obsessed with success and so obsessed with materialism and materialistic things, and he's admitting that he wants, and this is the thing, this can be a really smart business move because people may be interested in seeing a less materialistic Jeffree Star and a more maybe down-to-earth Jeffree Star, a more boring Jeffree Star. So yeah, Jeffree Star is done. He's leaving LA. He's leaving the beauty space, or beauty guru world. You know, he's still going to be doing YouTube. He'll be doing his tutorials, I guess, but he's just going to be doing it from off on his own. And honestly, I think for the community, that's for the best. And for him, too. I want to know what your opinion is, though. Let me know. We can talk about it below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe. And again, in none of me being nice in this video is it me enabling his behavior or whatever like that before people comment me. I'm allowed to just have my opinion on this. And do I think he's doing this for attention? Yeah. Do I think he's being genuine in this video? Yeah. It's a bit of both. He's being genuine and raw and emotional on camera with the incentive of a successful video. know what your opinion is, though. I'm very interested to read the comment section on this video. I love you. I'll see you in my next one, and bye. Mwah.